whistle, bitch. Nowhere. That whistle, bitch. Okay, I'm done.
You pull me in, push me away. You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you in, baby, but what are we fighting for?
Hello, hello. Okay, let's see. A little bit quiet. I'm gonna restart my mic. Test, test. There, maybe? I don't know. Good morning, my crafty creatures. Ah, it has already been a day. Mm, I got caught up in playing with some crochet stitches, and that made it so I didn't really cross stitch before stream like I normally do. Okay. I'm trying to tighten up my arms over here. And I had all of this. I had all of it fixed. Rawr. Okay. That was the one thing I did do yesterday after I turned off the stream is I fixed my stuff. But apparently not well enough. Oh, there. Oh. Okay. So we're still working on 160 as a color. I was doing some scatter colors, so I'm gonna finish up the little block that I have just enough string for. Oh my goodness. And I might have to go get something to wipe my magnifying glass with because it's cruddy. So. Ah! But no, the reason I started a couple minutes late is I was sending an email out to people I'm lifeguarding for. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not. I am a little anxious. I have a little bit of anxiety. And I was given not even a week's notice for lifeguarding. So I'm trying to block out, make sure that I have the time, that I have the materials. Like I'm not even I gotta dig into my closet over here that you guys can't see. And it's gonna be fun and exciting to get in there. Oh, but yeah, I had a little bit of string left over, and I had a little spot that only required a little bit of string. So. Still trying to find where. There it is. Trying to find the wing nut that was loose. Oh. So, on the upside, today there shouldn't be any lawnmower interruptions. Because all the lawns around us are mowed. There's the 160 has quite a bit left. I'm just trying to find the right color chunk that I want to work on. And of course, I get caught up in the wrench. back over to where I was yesterday, actually. I call it the step. The step method is what I'm doing. But I'm gonna secure this. Secure this piece of string, and then I'm gonna go grab something to clean my magnifying glass. One of my goals for this weekend, if they're not using me for lifeguarding, is to get my Hogwarts up on the wall. Really? Oh my goodness. My magnifying glass is being stubborn, so I went and I got some water. Like I tell everybody, using tools to do the things you love, there's nothing wrong with it. I use a very bright light and I use a magnifying glass because I have really crappy low light vision, and I'm terribly my astigmatism is kind of awful. So I use tools so I can do what I love. A lot of this is done by feel, but if I mess up, I can make a new hole, and then it just throws everything off. So, and with bright enough light, I don't need the magnifying glass, but it certainly makes things easier. It's like with my diamond dots. I can do diamond dots without a magnifying glass, but having it makes it easier. So today, the husband creature didn't get woken up unceremoniously by dogs. I shut the dogs out. And in doing so, I am the worst mama ever. So the dogs are, well, Cesar mostly, I should say. Cesar is crying. Well, hello. I appreciate it. I love seeing you, Hachi. And thank you for interacting with my Facebook posts. Anyone who's here listening, thank you so much for interacting with my Facebook posts. I'm really, really shitty about posting on Facebook because my desktop, which I tried to designate for Facebook, doesn't like letting me log into it. So I really can only post on my phone, and I can't really do my deep, meaningful posts that I want to. They're generally like, hi! So it's frustrating. But I appreciate the interaction. And that's part of the same reason, like, if I don't respond to a message immediately, it's because my desktop does not like my business side, apparently. All my not business sides, oh yeah, it's fine. But I rediscovered my Patreon. today because I was looking to get some more Spaz's music, and well, so I rediscovered my Patreon, and I've grown so much since I last posted there, and I need to get that on my rotation. I also need to get my June pattern out. So those are a couple things that I hope to do by Friday, is to get my Patreon re going, and yeah. If my brain would work, get my Patreon re going, and the June pattern out for everybody. Yeah, I'm working at the part of the color that is like the very ass end of the it's at the very bottom of the project. It's really hard. Oh my goodness. Remember tomorrow's Work in Progress Wednesday? I love seeing what you're working on. I truly do. Like, I'm not being insincere when people. I did. Yes, I did finish off. I got 3 small colors finished off yesterday, or not yesterday. Sunday night. I got 3 colors finished off. I'm at 94.38%, and yeah, I keep getting distracted. Like this morning I meant to stitch a little bit more, and I got distracted in another project. I got my dryer fixed. Hutchie, I fixed my dryer. Only took me 2.5 weeks, but I fixed it. But that ate so much of my free time. Like I was telling Husband Creature that if the dryer hadn't broken, I probably would have hit 95%, because I sank hours of my days off into that dryer. Because it's an ass. Let me whip out. The most stitches I have in any one color is 1,200. Like 7.99 has 1,200 stitches, and that's like the highest number of stitches I have left in a color. And I'm more than pleased, because starting off, we're talking 14,000 for some of the colors. No. this area was a weird counting mistake, so I'm improvising in some areas. Only me and the charter will ever really know these mistakes. Oh yeah, I need to find the canvas. I need to find the canvas, but I have a I have a heaven and earth conversion that I want to do. It's the all dogs go to heaven one, and it is huge. But I need to find the canvas for it. And I think much like stitching, it's a lot of it's space. Um, as long as like you might again, I mean Buffalo Woman's taken me 5 years. Um, so if you have space and the patience, I have gotten other projects done, as everybody has seen. Other projects done around Buffalo Woman. Uh, but it's just taking your time, one dot at a time. Um, Once I get Hogwarts up on the wall, I want to do another mosaic diamond art, and I might do a stream about it. But honestly, my my diamond, not my diamond, my Buffalo Woman is coming first. She is getting all of it. Mhm. All the love, all the attention. But I think you could do. I think you could do the big one. I have faith. And if you ever need encouragement or someone to just sit around and stitch with, even though like we are literally on opposite time zones, I'll make time for you. uh, I that's probably the easiest thing that I could do. Like I'm currently working at my my go-to work project. So last night I was experimenting. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Um, but I made a wild colored rose. Let's see if I can get it up and get it some light. Let's see. No, that's not working out. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm gonna green it up and I'm gonna give it a stem. And if someone buys it, I'll make another one. But it's definitely wild colored. I was experimenting. Um, I'm finally starting to get the folds on the petals that I'm looking for. So, like, I'm improving on it, but I'm not sure of the color. Like, but that's what I've been doing. But I also have little diamond dot fox um, um, keychains I'm working on because someone requested foxes, And I had foxes available. I just hadn't done them yet because I have so many like little keychain kits, and like I know anyone following my Facebook page has played the game. What should I do next? And someone at one of the fairs asked for foxes, so I'm gonna have some foxes at my next fair, and chickens. I have some chicken stencil. I have a chicken stencil that I'm gonna work with. But I do listen to what people are looking for. I mean, like lots of people looked. I didn't get um just looking. I know I have it, but the hard part is getting people to spend money on themselves. A lot of people are more than willing to spend money for gifts and whatnot, and I mean, I've got a ton of those. But getting people in the summer to spend money on themselves is always a challenge. Let's see. I'm looking for my. Oh, that's because that's on this PC. I need to go to my OneDrive. Oh, I hear husband creature. In-shot photo. Lots of unedited photos. Okay, so I think the chickens are 8. Okay. Oh, that's so. So, oh, that's the wrong window. This is always a trick. Always a trick and a half. So. I thought. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel ya. I have my medical alert bracelet, and I literally, no, I didn't. Okay. I want to show off my chicken. 1 second. Why is it not showing my chicken off? Okay, so I'm just gonna have to do this the good old-fashioned way. Review. Extra large. Okay, so I am. These are all my stuffs and things. Okay, so these are my 8-inch hoops. My chicken is the very top corner. and the one that's highlighted. Yeah, that's my chicken. So I'm gonna make a few more on different colors. But these are all my 8-inch hoops that I have. By far, some of my favorites are my sun and my moon. They are beaded set, but if someone wants to buy them on their own, that's cool. I have to find a word for my cow. My cow needs a word. But that's the stuff I got. There. Chicken! Oh yeah, so I I don't have that fancy dancy stuff. I want to eventually. It's on the list. Uh, right now my phone is has a in case of emergency section that anybody can access, and it has the QR code to my chart. So okay, there we go. Actually, I have to take some of those off. Like I need to get stuff in my store so I can take stuff out. Um, cause well, and I've been trying to work out in my brain. And pardon while you're all trapped here. Um, for my stencil work. Now, Dragon had a great idea, and I'm trying to utilize it, and that's why I'm making my books. Is just have a blank, like no fabric, just on paper, rendition of the stencil, and then when someone clicks on that stencil, it will show all the variations that I have currently available because they are all different. Even when I do the same fabric and same colors, they all come out differently, which is something that I absolutely love. So that's what I've been working on, and I've been trying to organize, and it's harder than it sounds, to be completely honest. It is absolutely harder than it sounds because I don't have all of my stencils out on paper. Um, I have all of my mandalas finally out on paper, and a couple of my other one, no, only one of my other ones. But it takes time and flat space. Like, and that's another reason I need to get Hogwarts up on a shelf. Hogwarts is taking up a ridiculous amount of flat space in my craft room. But yeah, my Med ID bracelet has the three big ones. Um, it has my type 1, my celiacs, and my insulin pump, because I didn't know that if it's on your body and you get in some sort of medical emergency, you would think it would magic itself onto a shelf somewhere, but I'm not that fortunate. Um, but if my pump, if I were to be in an accident and an EMT saw my pump, they would rip it off if they didn't read my bracelet first. So I actually have insulin pump on my Med ID bracelet. I have that and celiacs because everything else is minor in comparison to the type 1 and the celiacs. Mm. And yeah, that's absolute. That is perfect because that tells them that you require insulin, obviously. Um, yeah, I have. Oh my goodness, let me. Actually, funny enough, it gets shown quite a bit on screen, but I have that, and then on the back it has and it's a titanium chain, and it's on there. Just because it just has to be like. It was. I had a staff meeting. A bit ago, and like a week ago. Yeah, a week last on Wednesday. And I was talking to my boss in HR, and they're like, "Yeah, no one's ever really prepared for what they're gonna need in the states. It's Medicare, and when they retire, what they're gonna need for preparedness." And I looked at them and was like, I have been preparing that for my entire life. Every year, I keep. I mean, I'm not like deep dived into it, but I keep mild track of where the Medicare system is going and whatnot, and how hard I have to brace, just because of the nature of my medical conditions. And they seem just kind of surprised that someone, and I'm using air quotes in the best sense here, someone as young as myself has been paying attention to Medicare and stuff like that. And I can't explain and express to people that it's been ingrained in my skull and in my psyche that I have two choices. I can take care of myself, and I can live I'd say 80% normal life, or I can ignore it and die. Like and I always feel like I'm being so dramatic when I say stuff like that. It is a harsh reality for a type 1. If you don't take care of the disease, you will die. And sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it takes a little while too. It's not like boom, gone. It's it will drag you through the ringer first. And then there's the unfortunate reality of a lot of type 1s in the States, where they're trying to live and they're trying to take care of the disease, but the system is not set up to ensure that happens. So someone trying to take care of themselves has just as likely a chance of kicking it as someone who's ignoring it. I don't know how it works down there. Write the company. Say, hey, I love your product. I'm just not in a place where I can afford using it all the time. And they have a lot of scholarship programs. And I'm saying that as coming from the States, because I know that's how I got a lot of my medication covered when I didn't have insurance or money. Yeah, I actually, that's something I need to I need to get on today as my CGM. It expired in the middle of the night last night. Oh. Hi, Jules. Yeah, they can. I wish it was as easy for necessary for quality of life. Um, I've had several knockdown, drag out arguments with insurance companies about how an insulin pump and a CGM are necessary for a fulfilling quality of life. Luckily, I have doctors with teeth, so. That's why you have OnlyFans, Hutchie. OnlyFans. You have the entire world. Or weird fetishes. There are people who will pay to watch you touch a balloon. Or don't ask too many questions about how I know this stuff. I'm gonna preface this. Or or eat cheese, or like, if you can think about it, there's a kink or a fetish, which is scary to think about, but it's true. Like clipping your nails, there's a place for that. Like someone just the act of clipping nails. Or just laying or like having fluffy things. Like well, let's be fair, oxygen kills you. It is a corrosive thing. My insulin will kill you. I don't think people give me enough credit for not being a mass murderer, because I just don't get enough credit for not wandering down that path. I don't think I have it in me, but still. So, I just got email confirmation that as long as it's not raining, on Thursday I will be going down to lifeguard. So, if I'm on Thursday, I'm on. If not, I am lifeguard. It's true. And I mean, I have the fast acting stuff, but there's stuff that'll like you won't know about it till like 12 hours later. uh, uh, I've had a morning like that, Jules. Okay, just going back to whatever I was doing. I'm just trying to move to the next clump of color. Which, funny enough, is over here. This is such a weird spot to be. Like, yeah, it's weird clump of color right there. I do think that I'll be getting 0 on this color. Okay, not. This is the area I'm working in. You can't see my hand. I'll move over a little bit here. Here. Okay. always need you, Jules. I love the interaction. Makes me feel less silly talking. Sometimes the voice from downstairs makes me giggle though. Even after all that cleaning I did, my magnifying glasses still dirty. Well, can't win them all. I'll try to take some Windex to it after stream. Mm-hmm. Ugh, yuck, Jules. Well, it's kind of funny. Like, Jules, you were saying, like, how because you're not a toothpick, people are like, oh, you don't have Crohn's. I get just the opposite. And I'm not a toothpick either. I am very athletic build. But because I'm not fat, I'm not like rolling over myself. People are like, you're not diabetic. It's called an invisible disability for a reason. So I feel it. I feel it. I have judgy dogs. And you're not alone. Maybe in person. Maybe in person. But you have voices in your head. And they're attached to real people. So this is something that I actively work on controlling. When I hear someone say, I can't eat that, that'll give me diabetes because it has so much sugar, all I want to do is lose my shit all over them. All of the shit all over them. Because it's so frustrating. As someone who grew up with diabetes, hearing the phrase, that's got too much sugar, you're gonna get sick. When I was eating maybe something like an apple. Like, I was actually legitimately eating healthy when people would be like, well, should you really be eating that? That has a lot of sugar. Or a piece of bread. Now, there are some things out there that I'm like, oh dear God, that's an entire bottle of insulin. Absolutely. But I would never utter the words, don't eat that, that will give you diabetes. Because that's not how it's caused. It's kind of like with the AIDS, when AIDS was new. Oh, you can't shake their hand. Yes, you can shake their hand. Just don't go being blood brothers or whatnot. Like, all the stigma and all the lies and stuff like that are just so incredibly frustrating. So, two things that will set me off faster than you can bat your eyes are, should you be eating that? And oh my god, that'll give me diabetes. Ugh. Ugh. That's rough. And my arms are falling out again. My goodness. I can't win this game. I can't win my arm game. There we go. Nope. Ooh, there we go. Hopefully. That's phenomenal. Some days it's and I try to educate. I try real hard. Guys, I try real hard. To not necessarily be mean about it, because a lot of people still have that misunderstanding, because that's all that people knew when diabetes first really was like found out about. I don't even know how to give it an introduction. The bakery that Husband Creature and I go to, it's a gluten-free bakery, locally owned. The owner is phenomenal. The owner has narcolepsy. So, and to treat that, she takes Ritalin. And it's just so funny. Like, we have great conversations, and she takes no shit, but she's the dark side of super sweet. Like, she's super nice, she's very polite, she's very professional. I adore that about her, but in some ways she talks to people, you can tell she's being very judgy. and it's great. So the fun thing is I know it like adds extra stress. Most gluten-free buns don't have seeds. So you could always just lie and say, hey, I need a gluten-free bun. Because technically... Yeah, most of the time I don't... Well, I overshare, let's be fair, I overshare, but, yeah, I don't... Because of my pet peeve of, should you really be eating that, I don't... I'm like, hey, it's your choice, I'm not gonna... You're the one who's going to have to either deal with it later, or hear about it later from someone who has to deal with the consequences of what you ate. Most of the time it's not me. I'm like, no, you rock that sugar of 500. I educated you. I gave you advice. I gave you other options that tasted just as good. But you went for that triple banana split sundae. So go you. There are consequences. Nice. Oh yeah. And it's weird. There are some things that will spike one person's blood sugar won't spike another. So it's truly up to the individual person. But not my place. Like if you ask, I'll offer what works for me. Yeah. Oh, I ordered. Husband Creature and I stopped ordering the gluten free version, the gluten free pizzas from Domino's because we ordered from Domino's once and they rolled it in the flour that they put on all the crusts and whatnot. They rolled the gluten free thing in the flour. Like in the air, I know that that is a risk that I take when I order from those places. But when they intentionally roll it in the breadcrumbs and flour that go on the bottom of pizzas, that's just a whole nother WTF. And I get it. I get it. But previously they had never done that. They hadn't rolled around in bread crumbs. In the store they have big signs that say, uh, "We don't suggest it if you have celiac disease." Like, well, I tell people I will eat food from your establishment that I have ordered that is normally gluten free until it makes me sick, and then after that I won't. It's kind of like Burger King. They cook their fries with their onion rings. So yes, yes, it was always a pleasure, Hachimom. Always. Oh, so some fun. Yesterday, I got a lampshade from work. They were just gonna toss it because they didn't. The resident didn't want to use it anymore. Nothing wrong with the lampshade. Kind of big. Um, but I'm gonna experiment. I am going to set it up so that um I can put some ice cubes, and each ice cube have a different color dye on it, or even repeating colors. I'm gonna let it melt down the side of the lampshade to see what happens. Yeah, I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. So it's gonna be an experiment for sure. Done. Oh. Okay. I have a spot here, and I have a spot on the other end. There's 205 stitches left, so ooh. At least in this color. I love hitting zeros. Love hitting the color zeros. Especially now. Because it's a permanent zero. I think I'm gonna tackle this section here. Because it's a small section, and then I can tackle the last big. Yeesh, that's some protein going on there.
And we have gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd. We shall go the distance, we will not go unheard. Hold us down in torture, you barely said a word. But now the time has come, we will not go unheard. Ask now for forgiveness, our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard. absurd. We shall go the distance. We will not go unheard.
You could buy some chickens. You know what I mean? You have the horse farm next door. You could buy some chicken. Have fresh butt nugget. Oof. Might wear her out. I remember when I was little, I chased chickens. Honestly, I'd be more worried about the kid. This is really a small section. I'm surprised I didn't catch this one earlier. Yeah, I remember my mom used to clean houses, and one of the houses she had, lady had chickens. And I was like 10 or 11. And she's like, hey, could you get the chickens into the coop? I didn't know how to get chickens in a coop. Now I know that you just leave the door open and wait for them to walk in and shut the door. But, so I spent, like, all the time my mom was cleaning this lady's place, chasing chickens, trying to get them in the coop. This same lady also had goats and sheep, so. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. As an adult, I have no doubt some of the things my mom did was just to keep me occupied. And chickens are safer than turkeys, because turkeys are assholes. almost done this little section. And then it was perfect. It was perfect length of string too. One brand new length. And we'll move on to the last big chunk of this color. And maybe we'll even get it done on stream. There we go. 163 stitches in this last chunk that we're wandering over to work on. Dare I ask who Charlie is? What? We're gonna go over there. Oh. Ha 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 ha. I think she would do phenomenally with the baby cows, the calves. Because both are a bit rough and tumble. And to be fair, most cows are pretty docile. It's the bulls you gotta watch out for. That's fantastic. See, my question would be, I would show her a chicken and ask her what that is. Because genuinely curious. Oh, that's cool. I'm all for generational farming. I'm all for knowing my burger. And working with my job with the NFJP, I learned that the reason that like you really have, at least here in Maine, the reason that you can't really like get local meat is because there's not enough USDA inspectors to go around and inspect and approve meat cutting facilities. And the ones that have the licensing and whatnot are generally like big grocery stores. And it makes it really hard for smaller producers to be able to get an inspector over to look at the meat because there are so few of them, and the big businesses are willing to pay a whole lot more to get someone to have them in their pocket, essentially. Well, dairy cows become beef sometimes too. I support after a dairy farm has a dairy cow has reached her time. She can go be steak. She can go be hamburger. She can go be dog food and glue. It is how it is done, not what actually is done. Like, if the animal, like when I raised bunnies, my animals lived good lives. It is the treatment and how they went was very fast. It wasn't, we didn't keep them stressed out. We actually, it was one at a time, and they were nowhere near each other, so there was like there was no warning. We just snuck up and ended the bunnies. But I have to agree with, like, and as controversial as she is, Temple Grandin with her slaughterhouse design, because the animals do communicate and they do tell each other what's going on. So when you have them in these mass buildings, they know what's going on. They're not dumb. Oh yeah, the glue. Yeah, totally. Because I want things like that need to be done ethically and humanely. It's not. It's gonna happen. Everything dies. I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. We're all gonna die. Like, but if it can help continue on life for others, then do it humanely. That kind of thing. Like, it's a whole It's not a black or white situation. It's a very wide swath of gray. Okay. And I know it's not culturally acceptable generally in North America, but I'm not opposed to that either. Same with, and again, not generally culturally acceptable in North America. Cats and dogs. Kind of like guinea pigs down in South America are actually food. I mean, I did rabbits. Rabbits were food. Are food. I'd have to get used to it, but bugs, I'd eat bugs. Again, I'd have to get used to it. It would have to be a transition. Yes, babe. No, you're fine. I still have half an hour. Dogs. Mm. Hassenpfeffer. Kind of reminds me of the Zelda theme. Ooh, ooh. Well, that's gonna be fun. Rabbit stew. Rabbit stew is pretty good. Eh, I would suspect the other two will have the hand foot mouth relatively shortly after. Because it's just a smidge contagious, you know. Just a smidge. I'm just tossing it out there, like as someone who are familiar with fun stuff like that. Why I'm familiar with fun stuff like that, I don't know, but I am. So here we are. Playing Kvetchin, I literally have 3 stitches to do. So I'm gonna ish. Okay. Almost to 95, 94.5%. Oh. I'm that way to a degree. If it's something I haven't encountered before, then I'll definitely go get it checked. Um, but I've been poo-pooed on by the medical community, so unless I'm bleeding out. Here's Yep. Oh, hello. How goes the day, Miss Dragon? Oh, that's true. It is afternoon with Jules. want it to be Monday part 2. Like, seriously. I have to sneeze. Oh. Maybe. Okay. 3. I think I have 3, 4 there. La la la. 2 lines of 10. That sounds like a day. Funny enough, not out of the ordinary for one of my friends. Jules, I have a lot of friends who crap their pants. I have a lot of friends who lock themselves out of their house. They generally call me because I can break in, but and some of my best friends ever. But I'm gonna refer to an SNL skit, so you need to get, oops, I crapped my pants. But you gotta laugh at it, like, in all seriousness. Yes, we do need more cowbell. In all seriousness, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. You gotta giggle, or else it would just be very, very dark. So, I don't mean to, like, insult or pick fun. I just try to lighten the mood a little bit, because, let's be fair, we've all had that fart that wasn't a fart. All I need to say. They've come a long way. Even if it's just for, like, oops. It's for type 1s moving into their 40s. It is actually also a common theme. Because, yeah. Going to travel. Well, are you an astronaut planning on killing your fake lover's imaginary girlfriend? Are you driving from Louisiana to Florida? Adult diapers. I get it. Did you have a kid? Adult diapers. Do you have a disease that slowly, systematically shuts down every functioning part of your body? Adult diapers. That's the answer to everything. Screw 42 being the answer to everything in the universe. It's adult diapers. Eh. Okay, this is dark and I apologize for this so hard. But the postpartum adult diapers have a pouch of tissues so that when you're crying about pooping yourself. I'm so sorry, but yeah. Yeah, sneezing without fear. That's an important thing to have in life. You could have that too. Oh, wow. I mean, I don't mean to make light of like I try to ease dark things with humor. So I don't mean to poke fun, but sometimes it's just laughable. It's like if you weren't gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. Okay, let's see. As Bon Jovi wanders into my head. Lots of numbing cream. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm almost done this color and my arm keeps dying on me. Ah! I have 75 stitches of 160 left. Now I'm certainly hoping to get them. I don't think I'll get them while still on air, but I might. I might ignore my dogs until I have it done. That's... Yeah. They're not supposed to. There's very specific safe positions that we are supposed to enter this world in. That is not one of them. Yeah, they're very handy. Okay. So, I don't think I'm gonna actually get the 160 done while on air. Oh, I'm so close to 94.5%. 94.48. So, I think with getting down to getting the how many? 61 stitches of this one done. I will. Actually, I forgot to hit the check mark. How many? The 48 stitches. But with the, yeah, I'm gonna be getting 94.5%. So that's always. Remember, everybody, tomorrow's Work in Progress Wednesday. I think the best part about the company I'm lifeguarding for next week, next week is I don't have to park far away from, the building and the campground and walk down because they have their own vans that they bring all their kids to the campground in, and I can park close to the camp and not have to. I actually need to get safety eyes. That's one of the reasons I haven't been doing too much of the cute little things is I don't have any safety eyes, and I keep forgetting. I got floral tape and wire though, so that's always fun. Oops. Oh. Okie-doke. Let's see. I'm gonna hit my button. Ooh, okay. Hit 94.5%. So only about 1,000 stitches before 95, which, well, not by the end of May. Still very, very close. We're at 194,676 stitches. So, and I only have 16 stitches left on this color. So I'm going to stitch until noon, and then I'm gonna hopefully be done this color by then. Hopefully 16 stitches doesn't take me 3 minutes, but we never know. Shiny things might distract me. And then I get to pick a color to start for next time. I'm gonna work on the few little colors I have left. Anything under 100 stitches doesn't go on air, so you have a fruit bat. Okay. Last 2 stitches of this color right here. Woo-hoo. Just in time. We hit a color 0 on one of the bigger colors. So, 160 is all done. Woo woo. Well, we have a color finish at 160. We hit 94.5% today. We got a lot of achievements. Tomorrow I am not going to be here. Thursday, if it's raining, I'll be here. If not, I will not. I'll try to make a post in Discord. But hope everybody has a fantastic day. And thank you for the gift of your time. And hopefully I'll see you on Friday. I'll see how many spoons I have on Friday. But I'll be around. I'll have more updates. As the week goes on. But hope everybody has a great day, and I will see y'all later.